Hey there, y'all. I'm Juliet Miranda, and you are watching Bourbon Soaked Live, the best place to be on YouTube on a Monday night for cocktails and conversation. And let me just put this out there right now. I am not attempting to steal David's identity. I really am not.
Stealer.
Shushy. I injured my eye a couple of days ago, and it's recovering beautifully, but the studio lights are a nightmare on it. So I just got to try and be as cool as David, the producer, does in these things.
You say scratched your cornea. I say fell down the stairs drunk.
I did not fall down the stairs. What I would like to be able to say is that I did something cool, like, take a fork to the eye in a bar fight. But no, that's not how it happened.
Or wrestled a gnome.
Wrestled a gnome. Who wrestles gnomes?
Nobody.
Where am I going to get a gnome?
At any garden center.
Oh, good point. Good point. So if you see me rubbing my eye, I swear to God, it's totally okay. I just didn't want y'all to see me like winking at you, thinking I was flirting with you. So hence the sunglasses.
And Ginger says that you look cooler than him in those sunglasses. You know what, Ginger? I got a problem with you now.
Well, hell yeah. Cheers to that. And hello, Ginger. Hello, Will. Hello, Bob's Adventure, who gets the gold star for being in the chat first tonight. Y'all, thank you so much for being here tonight.
It's a good Monday.
It is a good Monday, although holy balls. It's hot. Don't get me wrong. I love the heat, but we've gone from a wind chill factor in Chicago to the heat index of Louisiana, and the heat index has been 120 degrees. It's amazing, y'all. It's crazy town. I love it, but it does make for a very, very steamy kind of day.
My testicles melted at noon today.
Yeah, well, that's not a bad thing.
It is seriously.
It's
you know what? I told you this when we first moved here. We both knew it was going to be balls hot out here, but we both said we're not going to complain about it because you know what? It's better than the winters in Chicago.
I have zero problem with it. Although we did get.
I already got the although.
Well, no, I got concerned because we live in this seriously old house. It's all brick. We have very high ceilings, and our second floor, with all of this heat and humidity, it gets a little warm up here, even with the air conditioning cranking. So I had to calm myself down and saying, okay, it's normal for me to have the air conditioner set to 65 degrees and have it only be, 70, 72 up here.
What concerned me is that I had to talk you off a ledge, and it was 72.
I was trying to sleep.
Wow. What a flower.
Oh, simmer down over there, Hemingway. All right. Well, what do you say we talk a little bit about what we're drinking? Because that is the serious, important business of our night. And today I am drinking Old Forester, their special release 100 proof version. And it's really, really nice. I know there's a little bit of a love-hate relationship with the original formula of Old Forester. A lot of people don't necessarily like the flavor. I like this much better than the other one because with that higher proof, you definitely get a lot more flavor out of this. It's got a surprising sort of coffee end note to it. It's just a little bit bitter. Personally, I freaking love it. I think it tastes amazing. And this is a very, very high corn bourbon. So it's going to be a little bit more sweet up front, but it's got rye in the mash and malted barley. So you get a really nice balance of a little bit of spice. You get that bitterness. It's just delightful.
I'm digging it. You know what? I think it's actually pretty cool. And for the price point, how much was it?
It's supposed to retail for about $30 a bottle. We got ours for $40 because they upcharge everything out here in Louisiana.
So it's generally $30 though.
Yeah, it is. And I'm not complaining at the price tag of it. I think it's reasonable. It's not going to knock your socks off, but it's still quite drinkable.
Well, it'll definitely throw you down a flight of stairs if you have enough of it.
Yeah, it's 100 proof. So yes, if I continue to drink this, like I do every other night, then I will probably be circling down our stairs very soon.
Yes, you will die falling in a circle.
Is that even possible?
Down those stairs? You've seen them, right?
This is my concern. So we have a spiral staircase, and I'm really kind of fascinated by what would happen if I were to fall down it. I mean, would I knock into the railing, or would I just fall in a circle?
So I want to see you die falling in a circle.
Oh, good. Thank you, my love, light of my life. Who wants to see me die in a circle?
Not really.
Really? No. You don't want me to be injured. You just want to see it happen.
Yes. And then point and go.
Great. That's super. Thank you. So a quick reminder about our hashtag Bourbon Soaked Live.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we gotta, you know what? There's a couple things you need to do. Oh, I have an idea after this, but you go ahead and talk about
David, the producer, has an idea. All right. Hashtag Bourbon Soaked Live. This is our little getting to know you routine. So either snap a photo watching the show, snap a photo of what you're drinking, of yourself, get creative, have at it, and then post it to Twitter using hashtag Bourbon Soaked Live so that we can feature it on the show. We'll try and get to it tonight, or if we don't get to it tonight, then we'll get to it next Monday night.
Absolutely. Yeah. So post them up there on Twitter. I'll be checking it. Take a look, see what happens.
David, the producer. That's what he does. He presses buttons. He's just amazing that way.
Well, you know what? You're not going to say I'm amazing in a couple of seconds.
What'd you break?
I broke nothing. I did a little recon over the weekend while you were recording your podcast.
I'm not going to like where this is going, am I?
Oh, no, you're not.
What did you do?
So you remember, I think it was a couple weeks ago here on this show that you had mentioned that you had done a commercial.
Yes.
You remember the dental commercial?
Yes. The one where I got yelled at by the children.
Well, Daddy found it, and I'm playing it. You
found the commercial?
I'm playing it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. No.
How do you currently pay for your dental care?
If anything big happened, I'd have a real problem.
We had to pay our last big bill over time, and we're still paying.
Sound familiar? If it does, I have great news for you. The Reassurance Dental Card is now available in your area. With the Reassurance Dental Card, you show your card at the dentist and you instantly pay a lot less than the usual rates.
I go to the dentist the same way I always have, but now I pay a lot less.
From exams and cleanings to more expensive procedures like crowns, dentures, even braces, everything is included. Debbie was paying full price at the dentist, but today, when she shows her card, she saves $525. The Reassurance Dental Card is just $14.95 a month. Just $14.95 a month, and everyone in your household can use the same card.
Call 1-800-514-0662 now to receive your free Carefree Dental Card information kit. Call 1-800-514-0662 now.
Debbie!
Seriously, you can suck it. All right, that was an ass thing to do.
You know what? That made my night.
Well, where's my fucking Emmy? Or what do you get for commercials? There are awards for those, aren't there? Where's mine?
There is. I don't know what they call them. I think they call them the Debbies.
You know what? You can just suck it hardcore. Oh my God. Oh, that fucking commercial just follows me around. It's so obnoxious.
I love it.
Oh, I hate that
because
commercial.
You're with kids and you hate kids.
And I'm wearing that stupid shirt. I hated that shirt. And here's the thing, y'all probably don't know about shirts, the button-down variety. There's no way to prevent gaps between the fucking buttons. So I'm sitting there, I've got this stupid kid on my lap, and the camera dude keeps looking down my shirt. And I'm like, stop.
Well, we already have some people chiming in. Bob's Adventure says, good job, Debbie.
Yeah.
And Night Train FPV says, winning at Debbie.
Yeah, if y'all call me Debbie from here on out, you are dead to me.
Oh, this is my new thing.
Fucking commercial. I can't believe you found that thing.
Oh, yeah. You know, it wasn't easy. I actually had to get it off of Vimeo, believe it or not.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So Elder is here.
Oh, hello, Elder. And I also see that Patrick Fulmer has joined us, as well as Night Train FPV. And in case you didn't hear it, y'all, I'm having an eye issue. That's why I'm wearing the sunglasses. I swear I'm not.
You're not that cool.
No. So that's that. And I'm drinking Old Forester 100 proof. So if y'all have something interesting in your glasses, let me know what it is, because I'd love to hear about it.
You know what I'd love to hear one more time?
fuck you.
How do you currently pay for your dental care?
If anything big happened, I'd have a real problem.
We had to pay our last big bill over time, and we're still paying.
Sound familiar? If it does, I have great news for you. The Reassurance Dental Card is
You hate me. Why do you fucking hate me?
Because that's my favorite part of this whole show.
And Bob's Adventure's a dick. He says Debbie needs an optometrist card. You know what? You can suck it too. All of you can suck it.
Oh my God, that's a classic line.
Fuck you all.
Charles Ashworth is here.
Hello, Charles Ashworth. Ralph's Trucking is here also, drinking Gatorade. Cheers to you.
This is going to be the best show ever.
You know what? I will end you. I will.
No.
I will. I have the chloroform ready and waiting. So, y'all, tonight we're going to be talking about game time. And we're going to be taking a couple different directions with this. But to start things off, I thought we'd keep it nice and simple and innocent. And let's talk about our favorite board games. We already know from last week that I am a shitty loser. So we're not going to talk about Scrabble. We discussed that already. Also, fuck all of you who cheat at Scrabble. Games, however, that I love would be Monopoly.
Monopoly's a freaking awesome game, but you really got to commit some time to it.
You
really
do. You do. It's kind of a 4-hour game if you don't
Cheat.
play it well or cheat. Hey, I see Patrick Fulmer is drinking Old Forester rye. Oh, kick ass. I love it. I love their rye. It actually makes an excellent Manhattan. It also does a very nice whiskey sour.
Ooh, I like Ralph's Trucking. Sorry is a great game.
Sorry is a fun game.
All right, I'm kind of a simpleton, but you know what?
You want me to just leave that sitting there?
Yeah, no, don't finish it. But Operation is a real favorite game of mine.
That game is just so jarring because I hear that and it's like fingers on a blackboard.
I love it. Oh, see, Patrick Fulmer, he believes Monopoly is boring, and it can be.
It certainly can be, yes. You need to make it interesting, whether you play for clothing, perhaps, instead of money, or if you kind of put some limitations on the game that aren't in the rules.
Very true. There's speed-up versions of Monopoly that I think are much better. Like they pay out bigger.
Absolutely,
when you pass go.
I like the capitalist version of
I
that,
know.
you know.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's the Republican version of Monopoly.
Now, I see Patrick Fulmer is calling out, oh my gosh, one of the greatest games ever, and that would be Clue.
Yeah.
Yes, that game is so much fun. I mean, for starters, it's about murder, and y'all know I love murder. But the game is just fun to play. It's cool to guess. It's fun to look at the characters. Didn't they add a new character to it?
Oh, I haven't played in a long time. I don't know.
I feel like they did, but I like the classic version.
Where
you've got, Mrs. White, you've got Professor
Colonel
Plum,
Mustard.
Colonel Mustard.
Yeah, all the classics. Well, and even movie I thought was kind of cool.
The movie Clue is so much fun. I mean,
Yeah.
all hail Tim Curry, the god of acting. I love Tim Curry with all of my heart, and he's so funny in that movie as Wadsworth.
Oh, and Mike from Creator Spotlight's here. He says, "What's up, everyone?" He says, "Professor Plum did it in the library with a candlestick." Absolutely.
Hell yeah! Although I would personally choose a lead pipe.
Oh, and Charles Ashworth asks, "What is your opinion on Cards Against Humanity?"
Love the fuck out of that game. I have
Yes.
2 different versions of it actually downstairs in the bar. Because as far as I'm concerned, it's a drinking game. And since we're talking about it, I was going to talk about drinking games later, but...
No. We've got lots of board games and video
all
games
right,
to still go through.
Hold tight on the drinking games. We'll get to those in a little bit. And I'll get back to Cards Against Humanity.
One thing I will say about Cards Against Humanity is that I love that game, and it is a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But once you've gone through all the cards, you're like, all right.
Well, that's why you buy the extension packs. We have one extension pack.
I know.
We
bought
need
the
to get
dirty
another one. They're all dirty.
Well, yeah, but we got the extra dirty extension pack.
Is
You
it
remember?
classified
Yeah.
as extra dirty?
Yeah.
I
I
don't
think it was
recall that.
called Cards Against. No, I'm not going to say.
Don't you even go there.
No, I won't.
I see we're getting some agreement on Tim Curry. Shannon says Connect
4 was
Four.
a badass
One
game.
line equals one shot.
Yep.
Now that's like a great way to play it.
Yep.
We need to actually get Connect 4 because when we have guests, I'm going to make them play that with me. Because anybody can play it. You can be in any condition while you're playing it. And it's
Very
just
true.
fun.
Yep.
And it's better than checkers. Don't get me wrong. I mean, checkers is kind of fun, but Connect 4 has just a better sort of sensibility to it. I don't know. That's like a highfalutin word for just a game where you plunk chips down into a grid, but whatever.
Did you see Will's?
Will says, ever heard of Beeropoly? You turn it into a drinking game, take a drink for each $100 you pay, give a drink for each 100 you collect. Always round up. He's never finished a game.
Oh my God. I'd be seeing dead relatives around Boardwalk.
Yeah, that would do it, and nobody wants that.
That can't be good for you.
Elder says, homemade game. Snatch.
Well, I love the name.
Community chest sex cards. That's fantastic.
I need to know more, Elder.
Yeah,
Elder.
do you have like a printout that I can download? Because that's a game that we
I need
to play.
instruction stat.
Shannon Naylor says, it is awesome when playing one-eyed. Oh, please. Yeah, I can relate to that. I almost wore an eye patch tonight.
I know.
Just
I
for
would have
shits and giggles.
totally wish you would
I
have went
was
pirate.
very close to eye patching it.
Yeah, you should have went pirate tonight.
Bob's Adventure says the only drinking game he ever played was Quarters.
Quarters. You see, I've never played. What's the
Beer pong.
beer pong?
Beer pong.
Yeah. I've never done the beer pong thing.
I've
but
never played
I
beer
played
pong
Quarters.
either. Yeah, Quarters I've also played. And I see Ginger is calling out a gross drinking game called What the Fuck.
Okay, I need to know more, Ginger.
Yeah, you really need to expand on that, Ginger, because it sounds like fun.
I don't know what the fuck is.
And why is it gross?
Gross drinking game. What the fuck? Okay, now I need to know more. I need details.
Where am I going with this? I completely lost my train of thoughts.
Thoughts? 2 of them? You had more than one
I
thought?
had more than one, and seriously, I will beat you. And I'll make a game out of it.
Can we take a little time out for a little broadcast commercial?
Son of a bitch.
How do you currently pay for your dental care?
If anything big happened, I'd have a real problem.
We had to pay our last big bill over time, and we're still paying.
Sound familiar? If it does, I have great news for you. The Reassurance Dental Card is now available.
Thank you to our sponsor.
I will beat you over the head with this bourbon bottle.
Thanks to our sponsor, Dental Insurance Card, whatever the hell the name of that thing is.
Seriously, you could suck it. You had better sleep with one eye open tonight, mister. That fucking commercial.
You know, Bob's Adventure says, sounds like Debbie needs a raise.
Debbie needs a lead pipe in the library.
All right, getting back to the games.
Yes.
Ginger says,
What the fuck just has bad either ors. Like, would you rather drink rats and milk or liquid poop? That sounds like fun. I love either or games. There's a great movie called Would You Rather. It's a horror movie, and it's based on that very premise. This very, very rich man gets together a series of people at a dinner party. They all desperately need money, and the last person standing will win the money. But the whole night is about playing a game called Would You Rather, and he gives them these appalling choices. You know, would you rather have me shoot you in the face or yank out all of your teeth one by one? It's pretty spectacular. It's a great movie. I recommend it.
I don't recall seeing that one.
It's
Patrick
really good.
Fulmer says, nice down blouse, JM.
Okay, you know what? I used to love all of you people. I used to be excited to see you here. And now y'all can
Now we're just a bunch of fucktards.
Yeah, you're just
right.
a bunch of fuck faces.
All right.
Yeah, that's great.
Bob's
Thanks.
Adventure says, yeah, Trailer Park Boy is in it. Oh, is in the movie.
Oh, cool.
One of the Trailer Park Boys.
I had no idea.
I didn't know that.
I did not know that. But it's an excellent movie.
Very cool. Okay, so I have one. We talked about board games, but we didn't talk about video games.
No, and I really want to talk about video games because I love old school video games.
So do I. And actually, this kind of ties in, oddly enough, because we thought about this topic. You thought about this topic a couple days ago. And Ginger, ironically, posted something on Twitter today. Said, "What is your favorite golf video game?" And I said, Golden Tee, like a 90-year-old man.
Wow.
Well, that's, we're going consoles here.
I know. I was going to say that's like game. One step up.
She probably rolled her eyes when I, posted that.
Exactly.
Like,
all right,
Jesus
old man.
Christ. Boomer.
Exactly. Although I can't say that my video games are really that much more advanced than that either.
You're going to say Pac-Man, aren't you?
No, I fucking hate Pac-Man. Pac-Man drives me nuts.
I was never a Pac-Man fan.
It's just really, for me, it's hard to play. I hate the grid. It's annoying. I can never maneuver around accurately. It just bugs me. But what I do love is Q*bert. Q*bert is fucking badass.
Give me Centipede or give me Death.
Centipede?
Oh
no.
My God, yes. And Mission Control.
Mission Control is good. I love Cosmic Avenger.
I've spent about $1.5 million in quarters in that stupid goddamn game.
Pinball is really what got most of my quarters when I was a kid, although that's definitely not a video game, thankfully.
Okay, now we've talked about ours. Now we've got to hear everyone in the chat's favorite video games. I mean, if you had to pick one single video game.
Yes, hands down.
What is your hands down favorite video game?
And what's yours? I mean, if it's not Centipede.
Leisure Suit Larry. No, I'm kidding.
That's a computer game, not a video game. And there is a difference. I see that Patrick Fulmer says Ms. Pac-Man was better. Will, Q*bert is my tattoo and custom front plate on my car. I had no idea. That's fantastic. How cool.
Charles Ashworth Duck Hunt. That's a badass game.
Duck Hunt. There was another shooting game that I like too. Carnival, where you've got the whole like little line of, like ducks and bears and stuff. And then the bear would rear up and then start eating things. I love that. I love shooting games.
Oh, and Bob's Adventure is Halo. Halo is a kick-ass game. Have you
I've
ever
never played
it?
Halo. I know nothing about it.
Oh my God. I mean, for
is that a shooting up game? I mean,
it's really more of an adventure game.
An adventure game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I loved Halo.
I played briefly with a friend Red Dead Redemption. Is that what that is?
Red Dead Redemption. Yeah. Oh, that would, that one really was cool because.
Well, okay. So what I liked about it is that in a weird sort of way, it reminded me of the old Sierra computer games that I used to play, like King's Quest. It just had that sort of feel where you can do whatever the fuck you want. And then along the way, you can pick up clues
shit happens.
And shit happens. The King's Quest games, hands down, the best games ever.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm going to have to fight you for that one. But Ginger says Final Fantasy VII. Now, I haven't played any of the Final Fantasies, so I can't even. Oh, that's her tattoo.
And her tattoo is Final Fantasy inspired.
That's cool.
I see Patrick Fulmer says Tomb Raider, and Bob's Adventure says Oregon Trail.
It was a brutal game, he says.
Yeah, because you kept dying of dysentery. How many times did I croak because of dysentery?
Yeah.
But that was I love those old computer games.
Sheriff, you got the crabs.
Nobody died of the crabs.
I'm kidding.
Although if it really was true to time, you should have died of syphilis, not dysentery.
Yes, that's true.
And that's a fun one. You go crazy, then you die.
I got to check out some of the cooler games, but I have played Red Dead. What is it called again?
Red Dead Redemption.
The new version, because one of my buddies had it, and it's so real.
It is. It's very real.
So crazy real.
It was the Jim and Sam show on Sirius XM. They broke it out for Jim to play. And Jim Norton is definitely not a video game kind of guy. So his whole goal in the game was just punching people in the face, which I found delightful. Any computer game where I can simulate punching somebody in the face is okay by me. And I
have to pour some for me, by the way.
yeah, I actually need a little bit more too. You know, the whole not on camera thing is getting real old.
I'll be back on soon.
Yeah, we're working on it, y'all. David, the producer, will be back on camera, but we're having some issues with microphones and feedback and whatnot. There you are, my handsome producer man.
You're a good girl.
And I see that we have a new person joining us today. David, the producer, can you please move the cursor? Thank you.
can.
Hot Sauce Junkie Tim. Well, cheers to you. Thanks for being here. Bourbon Soak Live is where we have cocktails, clearly, and conversation. Tonight we're talking about games, and I think we should make things a little bit more interesting. And let's talk a little bit about party games and drinking games. And one party game in particular that I'm a fan of is Spin the Bottle.
Spin the bottle. That's too old school.
I loved playing Spin the Bottle even into my adult years because it's the perfect way to kind of break down inhibitions at a party. You know, you're at that point where everybody's a little giggly, a little drunk, but they're not quite where they need to be yet.
Yeah, but that's in your early teens you played.
Oh no,
Spin
I
the
played
Bottle.
that into my 20s.
Did you
I
really?
absolutely did, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it was at that
no.
time when girls were very experimental, you know, and you get a couple of cocktails in them and all of a sudden they think maybe I am a little bit curious. I was a total predator with that game. I suggested it at every single party I went to.
Did you really?
I did, just so that I could kiss girls.
Yeah, I'm out on
That's
the
the
whole
asshole
spin the
I am.
bottle thing. I've been to a couple sit on the bottle parties, but that's a whole other story.
Sit on the bottle parties?
What happened? Hello? Hey, we have a couple new people here. We have.
Oh, nice spin on that, David, the producer. I see that Mash and Drum has joined us. Cheers to you.
He's in and out.
I also see that Elder is drinking Russell's Reserve Rye. 90
Oh, yeah,
proof.
yeah.
Excellent
Oh,
choice.
and Patrick is switching up to the Baker's Small Batch 107.
Look at you. I'm a little jelly.
Fancy.
Yeah, you're getting all fancy pants on us. I'm
I like it.
slumming it with Old Forester.
So, what is the chat's favorite actual party games? The party games that you do.
And I also want to call out that Charles Ashworth says everyone has a spin the bottle the story. So if you don't have a favorite party game, I want to know your spin the bottle story.
Yeah.
And Drone Kings in Darwin says, ... walks in on a sit on the bottle party.
Drone Kings, you know where you're coming into.
You've landed on Bourbon Soak Live. What do you expect from us?
Oh, Hot Sauce Junkie.
Reaper Vodka.
Reaper Vodka.
Now, Hot Sauce Junkie Tim, I'm not familiar with Reaper Vodka. It's I've actually never heard of it. So
Sounds like a hot sauce vodka.
tell me about it. My favorite vodka personally is effin' vodka. And I've only found one store in all of Louisiana that sells it. So I'm going to go there tomorrow, I think, and get like a case of it.
Oh, Will's. I said Will's. Will's favorite game is Up and Down the River. Is my favorite drinking game
When it's time to get drunk.
I've never
Up
heard
and
of that.
down the river. I need a little bit more explanation. I'm
I
not
don't know what
familiar
that
with
is.
that.
And Bob's says poker is his favorite party game. Yeah,
Strip
poker's awesome.
poker.
He didn't say strip poker.
I know he said poker, but I'm interpreting strip poker. Have you played strip poker, David, the producer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, who won?
Yeah. Me, because I had the biggest rope.
That's adorable.
No, I played strip poker. I don't know, in my 20s, I think.
Yeah, I think
Primarily?
it was pretty much when I did it too. I haven't played it in quite
20s?
some time.
No,
I mean, obviously,
you don't want to play it at 40 or 50.
no, that's a game that you play when you're in your 20s, unless you're Christy Brinkley. Otherwise, yeah, you kind of put that one in the back burner.
Yeah. So we have poker as my favorite party game, yeah, which Bob said, and
So we were talking earlier about Cards Against Humanity, and I gotta say that game is just a fucking blast. You know, I love the combinations of words you can have in there. And there's one card in particular that has the phrase "start a podcast" on it. And we have so much fun with that because clearly, I mean, as podcasters, fuck podcasters. No offense to all my podcaster and creator friends, but seriously, nobody gives a shit about our shitty podcasts.
Nope. Hot Sauce Junkie says, "Go fish, anyone?" Oh, hey, and by the way,
yes,
this is the time of the show where we have to take a break for the sponsor.
How do you currently pay for your dental care?
If anything big happened, I'd have a real problem.
We had to pay our last big bill over time, and we're still paying.
Sound familiar? If it does, I have great news for you. The Reassurance Dental Card is now available in your area. With the Reassurance Dental Card, you show your card at the dentist and
I love our new sponsor.
You, my beloved, will not make it through the night.
Our new sponsor's the best.
It is not our sponsor. Let me just be very clear. That is not our sponsor.
Bob says, "Is there a GoFundMe for Debbie? I feel bad for her now."
Debbie is on food stamps right now, and her 2 kids are panhandling in the street. One of them sings Christmas carols in July.
Shane M says, "Anal beads, automatic winner."
Oh, yes, anal beads. Who doesn't love anal beads?
That's not quite the party game, though.
Oh, it can be.
Well, it depends
It
what kind of
depends on
party
the
you're
party
having.
you're going to.
What did Stacy Morgan's here in the chat? Hey,
Stacey
Stacy
Morgan's
Morgan,
here.
great to see you.
Cheers, Stacey Morgan. And Ginger is giving me love because she's like, that's not nice. Juliet had to touch children. And yes, thank you, Ginger. It was terrifying. Fucking actor kids.
Hey, and Toyman's here.
Oh, well, hello, Toyman.
Whiskey Woman's here.
Whiskey Woman,
Shannon's
yes.
here. We got a whole bunch
hey.
of people join us.
The gang is all here. We are talking games tonight. Any kind of games. We've been focusing on the more raunchy games, as it turns out.
Yes. Well, you know, that's the kind of show you do.
Right. And we're we had a lovely suggestion for Sit on the Anal Beads game.
Well, nothing wrong with that. Oh, and by the way, now it's time for a break from the sponsor.
No!
how do you currently pay for your dental care?
If anything big happened, I'd have a real problem.
We had to pay our last big bill over time, and we're still paying.
Sound familiar? If it does, I have great news for you.
Oh, this
So
is my favorite new
I'm
game.
in need of a new producer, y'all. Because
I love this new game.
Toyman says David the producer is going to get his teeth rearranged by me. And that's exactly what's going to happen.
I love this game.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Bob's Adventure says, I hope that kid actor is super famous one day and they will play that clip of where he began.
Oh, and you know, Whiskey Woman 5 says, "Great party game, Naked Twister."
Naked Twister. Oh my gosh. You know what?
Have you ever done that?
I've never played
Me
Naked
neither.
Twister, but I have played Twister as an adult.
Yeah,
And
me
it's
too.
a blast.
It's fun. Well, if you had a couple of cocktails, it's fun.
Oh my God, because you can never maintain your balance. I don't care if you do all the yoga in the world, Ginger. Twister as an adult while drunk will just end badly for everybody.
Yep. And Drunk Kingston Darwin says, "Sit on the Anal Beads game. First one to the bottom wins."
Wee! Ow!
Yikes.
You know, it's funny. I was dating this guy who, to introduce us to our sex life, decided to bring over this board game. And it was one of those, like, you know, Lover's Lane kind of board games that had
Oh, that's
cheesy
kind of
little.
lame.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Well, it was. We were new, and he was trying to be gentlemanly, I suppose, rather than just saying, "Hey, you know, you like, you know, being slapped? No, okay, then we'll do it this way." He thought it'd be romantic. You know, we'll have a couple glasses of wine. We'll play this board game, like, you know, in a roll of the dice, kiss your lover on the neck this many times. It was a little pathetic. So he leaves it at my place. 6 months later, I go to his house. He pulls the exact same board game out from under his bed and says, "Hey, look what I found." And you know what I found out? He'd been cheating on me thanks to that fucking board game.
What a chooch.
Right? I know. Who does that? And he didn't even remember the fucking tool bag.
That story is sponsored by our sponsor.
How do you currently pay for your dental care?
If anything big happened, I'd have a real problem.
We had to pay our last big bill over time, and we're still paying.
Sound familiar? If it does, I have great news for you. The
I love this night. By the way, there's a whole bunch of people that have said some very funny things in the chat that you probably want to read instead of being mad at me.
I'm sorry. Am I supposed to be doing something? I thought we were just playing my stupid fucking commercial on a loop. Oh, for
What Bob's
sake.
Adventure says, I've always sucked a Twister about 7 moves in and I tip.
I see several people are saying that they need a couple of cocktails before they can even play Twister, which makes entire sense.
Wait,
Yes.
and there's a real issue actually going on here in the chat that I have to take care of, and that's Drone Kings says, "Hey David, I need some dental care. Know of any? Can I get it in Australia?"
Oh my God, go fuck yourselves, all of you. Charles Ashworth also wants to know where he can get some good dental insurance.
Of course.
Oh,
It's
people.
on everyone's mind.
Stacey Morgan says either send the kids to school or pay the dental bill.
That is awesome.
We had to pay our last big bill over time.
How you feeling, Debbie?
Oh my God. That fucking commercial. If
It's
you
gonna
find
haunt
any
you.
of my other commercials online, I will.
I tried. That's
I
the
will
only one I could find.
break. Oh, hey, Drone Kings want to know if there's a referral,
referral code.
code.
Yes, it's Debbie.
It's Debbie Does Dental.
Debbie Does Dental. All right, you know the next thing that we haven't talked about yet.
Jesus, what?
Don't worry. This only has one sponsor.
How do you currently pay for your dental care?
If anything big happened, I'd have a real problem.
We had to pay our last big bill over time, and we're still paying.
Sound familiar? If it does, I have great news for you.
You know, YouTube is going to shut us the fuck down if you keep playing that piece of shit commercial.
You know what? I'm never getting laid again. I know
No,
this.
no, you're not.
Well, this next part, actually, I was thinking
Let's
about
practice
this.
target shooting.
Well, you talk about games, board games, video games, party games. You have not talked about sex games.
Sex games.
Sex games.
Ooh, sex
Oh, yeah.
games, y'all. There are all sorts of fun sex games out there, like the "How tightly can I choke David before he taps out?" No, you don't want to play that one.
I can breathe.
I love that game.
I like the asphyxiation games.
Now, what's the distinction? What makes it a sex game versus just like, say, a party game? Is it because it's between two people? Is it because it involves penetration?
No, it doesn't have to have penetration. Jesus Christ, man. Where did you take this there, Ace?
I don't know.
A sex game can be sexual in nature, but that doesn't mean it has to be, doing the act.
I suppose so.
Right?
I suppose so.
Sex games could be, what's a good example?
Yeah,
of
somebody
that?
give me a good example of a sex game.
What's a good example of a sex game? Oh, donkeys and ping pong balls.
And clowns.
No, and clowns.
Clowns.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Clowns?
Clowns make everything fun. I see the Drone Kings in Darwin says, forget about sex games. We need some dental games. David, do you know of any?
You know what? Thanks to our sponsor.
How do you currently pay for your dental care?
If anything big happened, I'd have a real problem.
We had to pay our last big bill over time, and we're still paying.
Sound familiar? If it does, I have great news for you. The Reassurance Dental Card is now available in your area. With the Reassurance Dental Card, you show your
Debbie's kicking my ass tonight.
Yeah, I am. No, it's fine. It's giving me plenty of time to read the chat. I see that Whiskey Woman 5 says, instead of whack-a-mole, it's slam-a-hole.
Slam.
Ow! Seriously?
Hell yeah. Oh, Swami says from Altitude Montreal, a good sex game is you let me have a hall pass. That is a good one. You know what? Everyone, okay, that is kind of a game.
Montreal thinks I kidnapped that child. Why would I kidnap a child? I don't like them. I don't want them.
She doesn't want to
me.
kidnap one. She wants to give them all away.
Get rid of them and send them somewhere where they can be useful.
You know what? That's actually a good game we should play here in the chat. Is that if you had a hall pass from one person that you could fuck, who would it be?
Oh, okay. So we'll play the hall pass game. So male or female? Or it doesn't matter?
Well, for me, it's going to be female.
All right,
but for you, it could be either or.
Okay, for me, it'll be either or.
Right.
Male.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah, I knew you'd fuck him.
Fucking heartbeat.
Yeah.
I would do the worst things to Kurt Russell.
I know.
Female, it would be Mila Kunis pre-pregnancy.
Oh my God. I would pay money to see that.
Yes.
That's good.
All right, so who's your hall pass?
Are we going to categorize them?
I mean, you're already in the doghouse, so just give me a name.
Yeah. Well, this segment, by the way, has a sponsor.
Oh, for
Let me show it
fuck's
to
sake.
you.
How do you currently pay for your dental care?
If anything big happened, I'd have a real problem.
We had to pay our last big bill over time, and we're still paying.
Sound
I'm sorry. Yes, I do have. If I had a hall pass, one hall pass, only one hall pass, anyone that I could fuck, it would be you.
Oh, suck it. Please, that is the biggest line of bullshit you have ever given me. Give me a name.
I'll give you 5 names. Hold on. I'll
You
give you
only
10
get
names.
one. You only get one.
Oh, one person to fuck.
Yeah,
Jesus.
just one.
Oh my God.
So I see Whiskey Woman 5 says Sam Elliott in Roadhouse. Yes, absolutely yes.
Sam Elliott's a badass dude.
Yes, I adore Sam Elliott, and he is totally a sexy, sexy man, especially in Roadhouse.
Boy. I got to think about that. Let's get to the chat and then let them figure it out, and I'll figure one out too.
Well, all right. So
David's hall
unfortunately,
pass is Debbie.
I was going to say, fuck the chat. Y'all are assholes. That's fine. That's fine. No, you can choose Debbie from the dental commercial. She will murder you in your sleep, but that's fine.
Oh, see, Charles Ashworth says she took mine. Patrick Fulmer says suck up.
Come on. There's one woman.
All right, choose her.
Give me
woman.
one.
Oh my God.
Ginger keeps saying check the fucking hashtag. Okay, so apparently we need to check the fucking hashtag, David the producer. He's on it, Ginger.
Okay, I am.
And Jerome Kings in Darwin says, I'm not an asshole. I love dental commercials. All right, do your job, David the producer. He's supposed to be monitoring hashtag Bourbon Soak Live, and apparently he's not. Oh, Christ.
Wait a minute. Oh, we got lots of them
we
now.
got stuff,
All right.
y'all.
Okay,
So
right.
hashtag Bourbon Soak Live is our way for us to get to see you better. You can post to Twitter using hashtag Bourbon Soak Live, and we will show it. And now I'm a little afraid. All right, what have we got? What have we got here?
All right, I'm looking at this. Okay, so this is from this is from Ginger. This is the what the fuck? Oh, this is from earlier. This is the
that's the what the fuck
version.
game. Oh, cool.
Okay,
The
so we gotta check
raunchy
that out.
version. All right, I need to get my hands on the what the fuck game because that sounds like an absolute blast. But I think there's something up there. Yeah, there
Uh-oh.
is. Yeah. Ginger, you are my hero.
Jesus, she's the fastest meme maker I've ever seen.
That is brilliant. Cheers to you, Ginger. Thank you so much. And that's exactly what's happening after this show. I see Polar Bear Adventures has joined us and says, stopping in to say hello to me and David, the producer, who is not going to be with us much longer.
Well, Polly Bear, thanks so much for showing up, and we'd like to introduce you to our new sponsor.
How do you currently pay for your dental care?
If anything big happened, I'd have a real problem.
We had to pay our last big bill over time, and we're still paying.
Sound familiar? If it does, I have great news for you.
What you can't see after this scene is my hand slowly wrapping around that kid's neck.
My God, this is my favorite show ever.
Yeah, Whiskey Woman 5 says, any last words, David? Well, he hasn't given me his hall pass person yet, so he's just going to die having never gotten any.
Well, my problem is that I want to pick a blonde, but I know you hate blondes.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I am so anti-blonde.
I know.
No
I don't know
offense to all
why.
the blonde ladies
know
out there.
why.
It just doesn't do it for me. Also, my girlfriend Crazy Town was blonde, and it kind of ruined blondes for me.
You know what? All right, my hall pass is Crazy Town.
You are not getting your hands on Crazy Town. We are not welcoming that nonsense into our lives.
I know. No, seriously, if I had a hall pass, it would probably have to be. Wow, man, there's so many to choose from. Oh my God. Okay, keep going on. I'll figure it out.
All right, so I see that Charles Ashworth is saying Juliet surrounded by small children is hilarious. This is what I don't understand. I used to do all this commercial work, like, I don't know, 5-ish years ago. That commercial's about 5
Between
years old,
5
I
to
think.
10, yeah.
And 5 years ago, I was considered a mom for acting work. And that's part of the reason why I stopped doing it, is because they kept putting me in all these fucking mom roles. Here are your kids, Juliet. And I'm looking at them going, do you even know who I am? What? No, me and children is a very bad idea.
Yeah, you're not good around kids.
Oh, see, Whiskey Woman 5 says that you should bang Selma Hayek.
Oh, you know what? She's totally freaking awesome. She is definitely top 5. Definitely.
Yeah, I would absolutely take on Selma Hayek, although it would have to be in From Dusk Till Dawn.
Until she turns into the snake.
With her
Yes.
snake.
Yes.
Yeah, that snake dance.
Stevie Nicks, 74, Charles Ashworth. I
Ooh.
get it. I totally get it.
Not my thing.
And even Nancy Wilson. Oh, no. Nancy Wilson from Heart. 74. Not anywhere near today.
No.
She was so hot
She
back
was
in the
hot
70s.
in the day, but she just, not my thing.
I'll even go Linda Ronstadt, 74.
Ooh.
She was hot.
She was, well, I don't know if I would call her hot. I would just call her gorgeous.
Patrick Fulmer says Jessica Rabbit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, Polly Bear Adventures, love the French. Yes.
Oh, yes.
You know what? All right.
Yes.
I got the person I want to fuck.
Okay.
You're not going to like this.
Tell me.
What's your favorite movie?
I don't know. Where are you going with this? I have so many of them. Midnight in Paris?
Yes.
You would do, what's her name?
The French girl at the end.
The French girl at the end.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
If I had a hall pass.
Oh my God. I get it. I get it. I don't know what her name is.
I'd bang her all the way to goddamn Russia.
Yes. She is just so naturally beautiful.
Oh my God.
I get
she's so
it.
hot.
I get it. Drone Kings in Darwin says, best way to get out of that with the kids when they introduce you, say straight away, give me a minute to finish this drink and we can hug it out. That's, well, you know what? I had a flask rattling around in my purse, I'm sure. So perhaps I really should have been more obvious about it.
All right. Since we're talking about games here, I have one thing that I was thinking about that might make sense, might not make sense, but when you talk about games, do you think about mind games?
Mind game. Well, see, that's what you're doing with me right now.
What are you talking about?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, let's go to our new sponsor to figure that out.
God damn.
How do you currently pay for your dental care?
If anything big happened, I'd have a real problem.
We had to pay our last big bill over time, and we're still paying.
Sound familiar? If it does, I have great news for you.
Our new sponsor is awesome.
Oh my God. It's not our sponsor. It's not our sponsor. Although it could sponsor your funeral if you like. There's that. And my eye is just fucked up. All right.
Well,
Here we
put
go.
your glasses back
I'm
on.
putting them back on. I had to rub my eye for a moment because I'm so sad.
You're so sad.
I'm so sad.
Relax, Debbie.
Relax, Debbie. Y'all can suck it.
Oh, and by the way, Drone Kings has to know, how long do they allow over time to pay big bills, Juliet Miranda?
Long enough for my kids to grow old and die.
All right.
Yes.
So, mind games. When you think about games,
Yes. So it's one of the interesting aspects of like a dominant and submissive relationship, I think. Particularly when you're in the bedroom, you know, kind of like I like that whole aspect of pushing somebody's buttons to bring out more heat. I think that is really, really hot.
I think it's fucked up. I hate mind games. I don't like being fucked with. I don't.
Well, not in your everyday life,
No, but you're talking about if it's mind games as it relates to sex.
well, personally, yes.
That's different. But there are a lot of women that play and guys that
It's
play
true.
mind
It's true.
games that will fuck you up, and it's really brutal and bad.
I know. I've met a lot of guys who just kind of got off on the whole. It's like ghosting somebody and then coming back in and then going away again. You know, why can't you just shoot straight?
I agree. And this segment is sponsored by.
How do you currently pay for your dental care?
If anything big happened, I'd have a real problem.
We had to pay our last big bill over time, and we're still paying.
Sound familiar? If it does, I have great news for you. The Reassurance Dental Card is now available in your area.
No, it's fine.
Have I told you how much that you mean to me lately?
Have you? Have you, David, the producer? Have you told me how much I mean to you? Let me count the times you've said how much I mean to you.
Oh, come on.
Is that
Stop
a cricket
it.
I hear?
Hey, by the way, you need to pour a little bit more for me.
Fine.
Love you.
Are you sure you want to drink this? Because while that commercial was playing, I might have slipped something in this.
You're a good girl.
Am I?
Thank you, Debbie.
Yes, suck it. Fuck all y'all.
I love Debbie. Okay, there's a
Debbie is
whole
my
bunch
nightmare.
Of, you got to read the chat. Out loud.
Oh, I'm sorry. Drone Kings and Darwin says, David, if you're going to sleep on the couch for a week, might as well make it worth it. Has Juliet been in any other commercials?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the couch is sponsored by.
How do you currently pay for your dental care?
If anything big happened, I'd have a real problem.
We had to pay our last big bill over time, and we're still paying.
Sound familiar? If it does, I have great news for you.
No, I'm just I'm going.
Are you leaving?
No, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Oh my
All right.
God, this is my favorite show
That's
ever.
enough of this. That's enough of this. Bob's Adventure says, I think there needs to be a new Debbie commercial, this time for a lawyer discount card. Charles wants to know, what did Juliet have to do to put up with this? And Whiskey Woman 5 says, I wouldn't give him shit. Thank y'all.
Whiskey Woman, I thought I knew you. I thought I knew you.
So I think now is a good time for me to let y'all know that next Monday night, our topic is Sick and Twisted.
Oh, I thought it was new producers.
Oh, no, I'm going to have a new producer. We'll also be broadcasting David's funeral live. So be sure to tune in on that.
Uh-oh.
But that being said, y'all, I think now is about the time we need to wrap this shit show up. You've been watching Bourbon Soak Live, and there have been so many awesome people in the chat who've been putting up with the shenanigans from David, the producer, all night long, including Ginger and Will. Whiskey Woman 5, Polar Bear Adventures, Bob's Adventure, Charles Ashworth, Drone Kings in Darwin. I saw Malton in Montreal here earlier. Toyman.
You got of course, you got Bob. You got Drone Kings. You got
Charles Ashworth, Patrick Fulmer.
Gaffa Haynes has been in here.
Gaffa was here. How did I not know that? Hot Sauce Junkie.
Of course, Ginger and Will.
Creator Spotlight. So, y'all, thank you so much for being with us tonight on, I don't know what you've been watching, but apparently it's called Bourbon Soak Live, but I think it's now Debbie Soak Live. Is that what we're watching?
Oh, hell yeah.
I promise next week my eye will be better and I won't be wearing these stupid sunglasses anymore. And make sure you check out my podcast. It is called The Unwritable Rant. You can find it where you find all fine podcasts. It's a storytelling show where I tell far more contained stories with points at the end about my life and my adventures dating rock stars and girls and all sorts of good stuff like that. So what do you think, David, producer? Are you done?
We are done.
All right. We're done, y'all. But thank you for being here. I'll see you next Monday night at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern for Bourbon Soak Live. I'm Juliette Miranda. And cheers, y'all.
How do you currently pay for your dental care?
If anything big happened, I'd have a real problem.
We had to pay our last big bill over time, and we're still paying.
Sound familiar? If it does, I have great news for you. The Reassurance Dental Card is now available in your area.
You're still here? It's over.